If you were no longer affected by the judgment of others and you stopped judging yourself, would you make different choices? Why make choices in your life based on judgments instead of on your awareness of what would create the life and living you desire? Everyone has the potency to make inspired choices. Get ready to listen, share, and experience the creativity that is you. Now, here is the host of Inspired Choices Radio Show, Possibilities Coach Christine McIver. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Time on A2Zen.fm.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're joining us here today on Inspired Choices. And tonight I have a very special show with 3 guests. I usually only have one, so this is an extra special show. And tonight we are talking about recognizing abilities in autism. And my guests tonight are Dr. Nancy Abram, Nicole Sadler, and Matthew Sadler. And we are going to be diving pretty deeply and pretty quickly into this conversation, where we are going to be recognizing that there are more things available to everyone in the world. And if we just begin to look at things from a new perspective, we can create different things for all people in the world. So I'm very excited to be talking about this tonight. This is actually Autism Month in the world, I believe, and certainly something that we can all enjoy and contribute to. So I am Christine McIver, and I am the host of Inspired Choices Radio, and I am a possibilities coach, and I would love to work with you, co-creating the living and loving you desire with all the possibilities available in the universe. I'm an Access Consciousness certified facilitator, a BARS facilitator, possibilities coach, energy healer, radio show host, producer, and the owner of A2Zen.fm, and I do a lot of other things. Above all, I love to create, and I love to see more people choosing what really lights them up and turns them on. So my programs do assist you in bringing more possibilities to actualization. So if that's something that you would like to learn more about, if there's something calling you and you really desire to step forward more, please connect with me. You can find me at inspiredchoices.ca. You can email me, Christine, at inspiredchoices.ca. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and of course, A2Zen.fm. So thank you so much for being here tonight. So autism, recognizing abilities in autism. Society often refers to abilities as disabilities. What if we begin to truly recognize that these are abilities? What else is possible with autism that you have never been told? So tonight, Dr. Abram is going to be joining me with Nicole and her son, Matthew. Dr. Abram originally trained as a chiropractor and then as a medical doctor, because she apparently likes to do lots of things as well. After running a full-service medical practice since 1991, she changed her focus to start practicing as a GP psychotherapist using the tools of energy psychotherapy. After finding out about Access Consciousness and the BARS 2 years ago, thanks to me, yay me, she incorporated the Access tools into her practice with astonishing results. April is Autism Awareness Month, and she would like to share with you how the BARS has changed the life of one of her patients who is here today with her mother, Nicole, with his mother, Nicole, pardon me. So, Dr. Nancy, are you there with me? Hello? I don't hear Dr. Nancy.
Hello?
Hi, yay, you're with me. I'm so happy.
Oh, I am so with you, Christy.
Well, Nancy is a returning guest because we had a show, was it a year ago, Nancy?
Yes, it was, actually.
Wow. So time flies. Wow. And I'm just really happy. Nancy contacted me about this, and I was like, absolutely, I would love to do this show. This is thrilling, and certainly something that's been speaking to me a lot over the last few months. I've been seeing and hearing a lot more about it. And, you know, to have your professional experience with being a doctor and the BARS together, I mean, that is something that many people will step up and listen to. And I love to hear, because you've got a different take on it. you see things in a different way than people that are not medical doctors. So I can't wait to hear all about your experience with it. So you've been doing the bars now for 2 years, is it, Nancy?
That's correct.
Wow.
Yes, I have been. And I mean, having been in this type of energy psychology practice now for 4 years, all I can say is when I started adding the bars and the tools of access consciousness, everything went off like with people like they were taking jet fuel. It was amazing. And I couldn't help but notice. I was so excited that I just had to introduce it to everybody. And little did I know when I was starting to do this, the impact that it could have on somebody who has autism. And when I was learning all the tools of access, and I read the book, Would You Teach a Fish to Climb a Tree, which talks about a lot of the labels that people receive these days, whether it's autism or OCD or ADD or ADHD, etc. I started to realize that there is a different way of looking at these people according to what their abilities are, not disabilities. Because that's the secret, is they actually have amazing abilities.
Right. And that book, Would You Teach a Fish to Climb a Tree, is by, oh my gosh, brain.
Yes,
Anne Maxwell. Anne Maxwell.
By Anne Maxwell, Gary Douglas, and Dr. Dane here from Access Consciousness.
Right.
And it's a great book to really reframe things.
It is. And if anyone is interested in that book, you can find that through accessconsciousness.com, as well as I believe it's on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca. So you can definitely find that quite easily. So Nancy, when you started to incorporate this, what was your clients' responses to you starting to do the bars?
So in general or specifically? Like in general, I was seeing amazing things happen to people. And so I had some people who were already seeing me, and then I said, okay, I've got something else I want to check out. And then they would go, wow, what did you do? And their lives would change. And it's interesting, I have somebody who works for the Board of Education, and she got quite excited about it and kind of started spreading the news to other people. And one of them was Nicole. And Kathy knew that Nicole had a son who has autism. And so I was approached to see if there was something I could offer.
Wonderful.
And from a medical perspective, like I wasn't going down the traditional route where we have to like change behaviors or drug behaviors. It was more, well, what can we do to increase the capacity of the person to be who they really are?
Right.
With all of their abilities.
So from your perspective, Nancy, why don't you explain to anyone that has never heard of Access Consciousness, the bars, why don't you explain what it is from your perspective as a doctor?
Okay, so there are lots of different energy processes, but the bars is special because it's a hands-on light touch to different points on the head, and it doesn't put any energy or force into you. What it does is it actually energetically defrags you, like defragging a computer, and so that it opens up the possibilities for you to actually start thinking who you are without all the judgments that you've taken on along the way since you were born or even before then. And so for people with autism, they are so aware and they pick up so much stuff. The sounds, the visuals, and what people are saying, that's why they get so frustrated, because it's like overwhelm. It's like really amping you up. It's like you've had 50 coffees or worse. And so the bars help them to defrag all this extra stuff in their brain. And one of the things I can recall when I first started seeing Matthew is one time he told his mother, I feel like I have more space in my brain.
Wow.
Or something to that effect. Nicole can verify. But you know, for a young person to actually say that kind of comment, it's like he was 13 at the time. It's not what you would usually hear. Right.
There was a video that I came across, and I posted it this past weekend.
Yes.
And I just want to talk about that, because if you haven't seen that, and we'll maybe put the link in the replay of this show,
Yes, that would be great.
This video is it's from the perspective as if you're the eyes of the child. And the child in that video was about, I'd say, 10 or 12. And the child is walking with his mother into a mall. And there's not a lot of people. I would say that maybe they showed 10 or 12 people at the most. They're walking for maybe 5 minutes. But the very simple little things that the child that was something that was being done at a distance, somebody handing somebody some money, or somebody just walking by or looking at their watch, or just very simple little things that you and I would not be aware of, not hear, not notice, not be sparked by. This child, and they would zoom in on each of them, and this child would pick up on every little nuance, the smallest things that they would hear, perceive, be aware of, and be impacted by. And it was like sound and information overload, and that was when the child started to have what we call a meltdown.
Exactly.
It's a very simplistic video, but it really very quickly captures what really is going on, as best we know, for these individuals with autism.
Well, there's so many things that we aren't aware of. So there's that's the information overload that they're taking on all the time, and it's no wonder they want to kind of draw within. But also, they process things so quickly that when we talk, it's even too slow for them.
Right.
And one of the tools to actually communicate on a better level is to send them mental images, like pictures.
Right.
Because they get that really fast. And I'm sure Nicole will talk to you about that, because when I told her about it and she kind of did it with Matthew, she was pleasantly surprised.
Awesome.
And not everybody is aware of those kind of tools that you can start using right away.
Wow. That's fantastic. So you have got an event that is coming up. We're going to go to break in a little bit, but I want to just talk about the event for a minute. So you have an event coming up. Where is the event? It's April 16th, I know. It's Recognizing Abilities in Autism is the event itself, and it's April the 16th. Where is it located, Nancy?
Yes, it's at the Stony Creek Municipal Center. That's in Stony Creek, or also it's called Hamilton now, on 777 Regional Road 8. Okay. And it's on the 16th of April, Saturday, from 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. And this is an all-inclusive event. So we are including families, so if they want to bring their children or adult people with autism, as well as anybody who works with autistic people, like educational assistants. And so it will be informative. Nicole will be there, Matthew will be there, and we will also have people who are BARS practitioners who will be doing mini BARS sessions.
Oh, wow.
People can have a taste of it and actually start to get the benefits or what it's all about while we discuss more details.
That's fantastic.
So we really encourage everybody who's interested to either you can book it online, like register online at Dr. Nancy Abram, that's DrNancy Abram, ABRAM, checkappointments.com, or call Nicole at 289-689-9240. There will be door prizes, and also for the first 3 people who book to come to our event, they will get a free copy of Would You Teach a Fish to Climb a Tree?
Wow, wonderful. That's fantastic.
Yes.
So what are you going to be doing at this event besides the bars?
So I will be talking a bit more about the science part and the latest research about what the bars is actually doing to the brain. Dr. Jeffrey Fannin, a neuroscientist, has done some amazing research, so we have a bit of the science behind it. And Nicole will be going into more detail about her experience, because she even chose to become a BARS practitioner. Yay. And also Matthew will be talking more about his story and his changes, and Matthew will even be demonstrating to people how he can run the bars too, because anybody can do it. That's the best part about it.
How does it get any better than that? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to have a very quick break, and then we are going to bring in Nicole and Matthew. I can just hear everybody going, get on with it. We want to hear from Nicole and Matthew. So everybody stay tuned. We have the main attraction. Oh, we can hear them. We have the main attraction is coming up right after the break. You are listening to Inspired Choices Radio here on A2Zen.fm with Dr. Nancy Abram, Nicole Sadler, and Matthew Sadler, and we will be right back.
Many of us make choices in our lives based on the past or what others think. What would our lives be like if we made our choices based on what we desire in this moment? By tuning into Inspired Choices Radio Show with Possibilities Coach Christine McIver, you'll receive tools and inspiration you can use to do just that. You are an infinite being with infinite choices. Are you ready to create the life and living you truly desire? Listen for Inspired Choices Radio Show.
What if you really do change molecules by your interaction with them? What if the change you've been looking for is right before your eyes? What if the uncomfortableness that comes with difference could be fun? What if the closed-minded people of the world no longer determined our world? What if gratitude trumps judgment every time? What if your kindness healed the world? What if the earth is asking for your help? And what if you had the resources to give it? This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Picasso, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Aristotle all knew to be true. Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. What if there are no dumb questions? Or any question too large? What if you being you are the gift and the change this world requires? Is now the time? For more questions to create a change in your world, sign up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. My gift to you, beingyouclass.com.
This is Inspired Choices Radio Show with Possibilities Coach Christine McIver. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255, TALK, or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us. Our Skype name is A2Zen.fm. You can also make the choice to ask or comment by email by sending to Christine@inspiredchoices.ca. Now, back to the program.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around tonight. We have a wonderful show. We're speaking with Dr. Nancy Abram. Nicole Sadler and Matthew Sadler are about to jump up and join the conversation. And tonight we're talking about recognizing abilities in autism and what really truly is possible when we begin to look at it from a whole new perspective. And we've been highlighting the access consciousness, the bars, healing modality, and how that is contributing to people both in Nancy's practice and people all around the world, actually. It's being run in over 197 countries in the world. And I know personally, for me, I have my bars run every week. And since I've been doing that, everything in my life has been changing, and it only gets better and better all of the time. So Nicole Sadler is a certified elementary teacher and an access conscious bars practitioner. She was introduced to the bars through Dr. Nancy Abram. And after taking her autistic son Matthew for a bar session, Nicole noticed lots of positive changes. Observing Matthew's growth and how much the bars helped him, Nicole decided to become a bars practitioner herself. Welcome to my show, Nicole. I really appreciate you being here.
Hello.
Hello. So, everybody, Nicole's a little nervous, but I told her it's just like we're sitting around the kitchen table having a conversation. So welcome, Nicole. I want to hear about what it was like for you having a child with autism, diagnosed with autism, experience the bars. How did it impact you personally as you watched the changes in him?
I saw a change right away with Matthew. He would get frustrated easily. He had sound sensitivity issues, and the more we saw Nancy and the more he got his bars run, all those things alleviated.
That's wonderful. And what has this done for you personally, Nicole?
Oh, for me personally, it's been awesome. It's opened up a whole new world. Matthew's more focused. We've now come to realize that he has perfect pitch. All his noise sensitivity, we realized he was actually seeing musical notes. Each note has a different color, and it has just grown.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And do you actually run the bars on any of your students at school?
No, I don't. But Matthew and I do bars exchanges at home, which is great. Yeah.
Have you ever talked to any of your students at school about it?
I've talked to the teachers, and I've also talked to the educational assistants as well. And lots of people are coming to the event, and they're all interested in seeing what it can do for them and their students.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I have some friends, Darlene Bast and some other individuals up in Sudbury, Ontario, that they're actually getting a study done in the school. And they're working with Terry Hope, who is from Toronto here. And Terry is the one who actually introduced the bars to Dr. Fannin.
Wow.
That's
huge.
It is huge.
Yeah.
So they're actually doing a study up there, and we'll be posting it everywhere when we see the results of this. And everybody is doing their part in their areas, and we're getting the information out there. But this study with the students, because the principal of their school actually agreed to do this, was very intrigued by what has been growing in their community with the bars and the Access body of work. And so we're really excited to see the results and the contribution it's there. So maybe we can bring that to your school, Nicole.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. So Matthew Sadler is a grade 9 high school student who has perfect pitch. He has also learned to run the bars and is extremely gifted. He has run the bars on his mom and can really relax her after a rough day. Wow. How amazing is that? Matthew, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Excellent. Thank you for joining me tonight, Matthew. I really am happy that you're here. So tell me about your experience with the bars when Dr. Nancy ran your bars.
After when she finished my bars, it was really relaxing, and her bars really worked.
And do you enjoy running bars on other people?
Yes, I do.
Cool. What's your favorite part about the bars?
My favorite part is what Dr. Abram taught me first about me saying barriers down 3 times when she does my first pressure point on my face.
Nice. Can you feel a difference in your body when she's doing that?
Do I feel a difference? No. All it feels is relaxing.
Cool. That's awesome. So we have a question. Does Matthew experience anything when he's running other people's bars?
So do I have any experience about running bars on other people?
No. What do you experience personally when you run other people's bars?
I don't know, actually.
Will you check it out next time and let us know?
Well, I think so when I run bars with other people, before I do bars on other people, then some people may feel stressed out or depressed. Hello?
Yes, go on. I'm listening to you. Yes, please. So they feel stressed out, yeah?
Yeah, they feel stressed out, and some of them feel depressed or have anxiety.
And then
that's it, I think.
And then when you run their bars, it gets better?
Yeah, when I do bars on them, they feel better.
Sweet. Joe, do you know that you have magic in your hands, Matthew?
Magic? Well,
yeah.
Well, I don't think it's magic.
You don't?
Well, I don't think it's magic. All I know that it is good for their pressure points to do Access consciousness bars for people that are having depression or anxiety or stress.
Right. Have you ever run the bars on somebody who's happy and they got even happier?
I don't think so.
No? So when you run your mom's bars, she's never happy. She's always in a bad place.
Well, she is happy, but sometimes she gets stressed out easily.
Right. Well, she is a mom, Matthew, so you got to give her a break.
Yeah, I always give her breaks all the time.
She's lucky. That's awesome. So, Matthew, do you ever yawn when Dr. Nancy works on your bars?
I sure do.
What do you think that is?
That means I'm getting better. I'm relaxed.
Awesome.
I gotta tell you a funny thing. Is it okay if I tell you a funny thing?
Matthew, you can tell me anything.
Yeah, well, after Dr. Abram, the last time she did my bars, I got so tired when I was in my guitar lessons, I almost fell asleep. Yeah.
That's funny. You would have fallen over and your guitar would have dropped.
Yeah, that was true. Yeah, that is true.
Do you ever fall asleep when Dr. Nancy runs your bars?
No, I just feel tired.
Oh, really? When somebody runs my bars, lots of times I pass right out.
You pass out?
Like, I fall asleep.
I
have this wonderful bars nap. And then as soon as they're done running my bars, I wake right up.
Wow.
It's really relaxing.
Yeah, that is relaxing.
So, Matthew, what started to change for you when you started to get your bars run? What did you notice about your abilities?
What did I notice? Well, I know that when I was little, like when I was like 6 years old, I thought I was going to have a bad life and my autism would never get better. But now everyone loves me at my high school, and now I'm having an awesome life. I've been practicing my guitar, I've been practicing my singing, and maybe when I become older, maybe I could become famous like Justin Bieber.
Matthew, you're already famous to everybody on A to Zen.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. So tell me about your singing.
Singing?
Perfect pitch.
My singing is nice.
Is it? What does perfect pitch mean?
Well, perfect pitch means they can identify any note.
So when you sing, you can identify any note?
Yeah.
Wow. And where do you sing?
I want you to play a note right now, and I can identify it.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I got to get some music. Just a minute. I don't know if I can play
just a note from your voice.
My voice?
Yeah.
So you want? Okay, you got to help me on this. You want me to sing or just do a note? Any note?
Like just do a note like this. Ah. Right
okay.
Now I'm playing an F sharp.
Okay, cool. Okay. Ah.
Right now you're playing an A.
That's because I am an A.
Oh, play another one. You're playing an F sharp.
Wow. Matthew, that's amazing. So what do you do with this ability? People are laughing at me in the chat room, Matthew. What do you do with this ability to be able to identify these pitches?
Well, the only thing is you can't learn it unless you're born with it. But
so you might
have a thing called relative pitch.
Okay. Which is
yeah,
what?
You can't learn unless you're born with it.
So you are very gifted. That's obvious.
Yes, I'm gifted to 1 in 10,000 people of the world.
Wow. So what are you going to do with this ability? Are you want to sing professionally?
Yes, and play my guitar.
So do you have your guitar with you right now?
No, I don't. It's at home.
Can you sing without your guitar?
What, you mean now?
Yes.
I don't know about that, Christine.
Come on, Matthew. Just for me. Just pretend it's just me and you.
All right. 'Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself.
That's awesome. You sang a song that I really love.
Yeah, really?
Seriously, thank you so much, Matthew. You are amazing. I adore that. Oh my gosh, you got to think of one more song because I got to hear you sing again after we come back from break. Okay?
All right.
Okay. So guys, wow, how much fun are we all having, right? So we are going to take another short break. When we get back, we're going to be continuing our conversation with Dr. Nancy Abram, Nicole, and Matthew Sadler. And we're going to be hearing from Matthew to sing again because this guy's got perfect pitch. Hello? The next Justin Bieber is going to knock down the house here on A to Zen. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
Many of us make choices in our lives based on the past or what others think. What would our lives be like if we made our choices based on what we desire in this moment? By tuning into Inspired Choices Radio Show with Possibilities Coach Christine McIver, you'll receive tools and inspiration you can use to do just that. You are an infinite being with infinite choices. Are you ready to create the life and living you truly desire? Listen for Inspired Choices Radio Show.
What if you really do change molecules by your interaction with them? What if the change you've been looking for is right before your eyes? What if the uncomfortableness that comes with difference could be fun? What if the closed-minded people of the world no longer determined our world? What if gratitude trumps judgment every time? What if your kindness healed the world? What if the earth is asking for your help? And what if you had the resources to give it? This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Picasso, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Aristotle all knew to be true. Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. What if there are no dumb questions, or any question too large? What if you being you are the gift and the change this world requires? Is now the time? For more questions to create a change in your world, sign up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. My gift to you, beingyouclass.com.
This is Inspired Choices Radio Show with Possibilities Coach Christine McIver. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255, TALK, or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us. Our Skype name is a2zen.fm. You can also make the choice to ask or comment by email by sending to Christine@inspiredchoices.ca. Now, back to the program.
All right, I think I have my next new co-host, everybody. Thank you so much for listening tonight. We are here with Dr. Nancy Abram, Nicole Sadler, and Matthew Sadler. And Matthew, before we went to break, he was singing a song, and we're going to get him to sing another song. Matthew, do you have another one ready? You there, Matthew?
Okay.
Okay, what are you going to sing? You ready to go?
Actually, I'm good at rapping too.
Do it. Go.
Yeah, I'm up at Brooklyn, right down the Tribeca, right next to De Niro, but I'll be hood forever. I've been to Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me anywhere. I used to cop to Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Brought me back to that McDonald's. Took you to my star spot, 560 State Street. Kitchen like a kitchen, like a Simmons slipping pastry. That's all I know.
That's fantastic. Good for you. Wow. So how long have you been singing for, Matthew, and playing your guitar and rapping?
I play my guitar for like a couple of years now.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
are you thinking that you're going to go on after high school to some creative arts university or college?
Probably I won't go to college.
No, you're just going to go right into the music industry?
Yeah, probably.
Cool. That's
and make millions and millions of dollars.
Don't forget my name then, okay?
Yeah, Christine. Yeah, Christine's your name.
You are rocking it. Oh, my God, that's awesome. So I'm just going to talk to Dr. Nancy for a minute, okay, Matthew? But you stick around.
Okay.
Awesome. Dr. Nancy, are you still there?
Yes, I sure am.
How cool is this? How cool is this for you?
It's really cool because Matthew, there were some anxieties around going to high school, and he actually stood at their Christmas concert and sang a cappella, and he's done announcements, he's done so many things, and Nicole can expand on that, and it's pretty awesome.
Fantastic. So
he's really demonstrating his talents.
Yeah. What have you seen the bars do for Matthew very specifically as a doctor?
Okay, so one of the things that between running the bars and running processes, for those of the listeners who understand the access consciousness clearing statement, it has opened up a lot of space for him to be who he really is. And asking questions, teaching him to ask questions. He is a very powerful creator. He picked up on that very quickly. And when he talks about the yawning, well, that's because he's shifting so much energy, because his body and he are so willing to receive what the bars can do for him. And that's
fantastic.
Pretty exciting.
That's awesome. So besides Matthew, do you have any other clients that have autism, ADD, OCD, anything like that?
Well, I have people with ADD, and certainly a lot of people with anxiety and depression, and it's amazing how much the access tools speed up the process of clearing all of that. That's what I've been really impressed with. So I've totally embraced them, and people love it too, because they can use these tools any time,
right?
Like asking questions and, as you know, all the other tools. I think it's something that we should teach kids and everybody, because if they use the tools, that's the thing, is they work. Some of them might seem a little bit different, and I quickly got over that, because when something really works, you pay attention. And I like to be considered weird now.
Yeah, I'll never forget, everybody, the look on Nancy's face the very first time I said the clearing statement. I swear to God, I thought you were going to bolt out of my office.
Yeah.
But Gary Douglas, who is the founder of Access Consciousness, the way he says it, I just love it. He says it's weird, it's wacky, and it works. And who cares? If it works and it's changing something and it's creating greater, then let's do it.
I know, and I just did a 7-day in South Africa, and there's all kinds of people there, other doctors, lawyers, therapists, nurses, you name it, and they all use the clearing statement, and everybody loves it because it works.
It works, and it's fast. And the clearing statement, all it does is it begins to shift the energy and unlock something that's not working for you anymore. And it's just a really crazy little statement. And you can go read about it at theclearingstatement.com if you would like to know more information. So, Nicole, where do you go from here with the bars and with Matthew? And what are you excited about the future?
My excitement is just leaving it open and see what the possibilities bring.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Matthew, what's your favorite thing that you've seen change with your mom since she started to do the bars?
My favorite thing is that I'm having a good life and everyone loves me at my school, and I feel relaxed and I don't feel so stressed anymore.
That's awesome. So are you and your mom having more fun together in your life?
Sure are.
Matthew, you're so relaxed.
Yeah.
Did you get your bars run right before we did the radio show?
Nope. Well,
tell Christine, do you remember what points I ran?
We did. You ran...
Kindness, gratitude, peace, and calm.
Yeah, and there's this one part that we're going to, once we were going to Myrtle Beach for vacation, and I wanted to be on the top floor of my hotel. And Dr. Abram told me to say, what is it going to take for me to be on the top floor?
And what happened?
But I didn't get on the top floor, but I didn't care.
No, but what did happen, Matthew, was you guys got your condo, but then while you were there, they offered you the one on the top floor.
Really?
Yeah, remember? And then you guys didn't want to bother moving at that point. Nicole can verify that. So he did create it, which was amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
So Nancy has been talking a lot about creating, and we in Access Consciousness and many people that I meet do believe that we do create our own lives. And when we're asking questions, we can actually change our creations. Whether we're talking about our bodies, whether we're talking about our lives, whether we're talking about our relationships, our careers, money, anything, when we are actually stepping into the knowing that we can create anything in our lives, we can begin to change whatever is not working. And the bars is a huge asset in doing that for all of us. It creates, as Matthew said, you get relaxed, the stress goes away. You start to actually let go of the self-judgment, and you can begin to create your life and your body and your relationships, everything with so much more ease and joy. For me, that's what I found.
And the other thing is people don't realize how it can show up. Like they might have been stressed about a certain situation, and then they see that person, they're like, oh, and they're not in reaction mode again anymore. Like they're just like, oh, they can just choose how they want to be. And that's the greatest thing, is when you feel like you have choice again.
Right. And many of us have probably gone through our lives not knowing that we ever had choice. From a really young age,
exactly.
Being told what we had to eat and wear and do.
I know. And another thing that I always now with my patients is I have them read Dr. Dane Heer's book, Being You, Changing the World.
Right.
Because it is like a workbook to do while we're doing the other therapy and the processes. And like anybody can get that book and start changing their life just through the questions and the clearing statement. And then, of course, when you do that, like you really want to have your bars run because you want to know what it's like. And, so many people have just gotten exposed to it just via that route. And I'm just hoping that we can inform more people themselves how they can change the world, as well as people who have these special abilities, like people with autism and ADD, etc., because they have so much to contribute, and we've been so busy trying to change them to fit into our model of the world, when they're here to show us that, hey, there's other special things that we can contribute.
Right. And the medicating people with what society says has disabilities, it actually, what does the medication do to them, Nancy, that the bars can change?
Well, that's the other exciting thing, is the number of people that I've been able to take off of medication who've had depression, anxiety, etc. And unfortunately, like, it's such a quick go-to for young kids so that they will behave in the classroom. But what if we decided and chose to have every person get their bars run and see what shows up after that before jumping straight into the medication route? Because already that is making a child perceive that there's something of wrongness about them when there really is no wrongness. They've got special strongness, like they're the X-Men with the super abilities. And how many kids are we like damping that down through medication?
Yeah, no kidding. And the medication, when we're actually giving them the medication, is that dulling their senses? You know how we talked about earlier with that video, how they sense things so easily, and does the medication actually dull down their senses, or is it doing something else?
Yeah, it dulls down the whole system, and so it, can change the behavior, but at what cost to the person?
Right.
And so, if every child or person who had these so-called issues had the opportunity to at least get their bars run and see what shows up, wouldn't that be really cool?
Oh.
And then everybody's happier. Parents, especially if they start to recognize that their child isn't broken, their child doesn't need to be fixed. They just need to be facilitated at how they can best function in this insane world, and clear out all the stuff that they've taken on from everybody around them that doesn't belong to them. And when they get that awareness, then they can clear that. How cool is that?
That is super cool. Okay, we are going to take our last break of the show. I can't believe we're just about over. And when we come back, I wonder if we can sweet talk Matthew into singing one more song. Everybody, let's cross our fingers that Matthew will say yes when we come back. So everybody stick around. You are listening to Inspired Choices Radio on A2Zen.fm, and we will be right back after this short break.
Many of us make choices in our lives based on the past or what others think. What would our lives be like if we made our choices based on what we desire in this moment? By tuning into Inspired Choices Radio Show with Possibilities Coach Christine McIver, you'll receive tools and inspiration you can use to do just that. You are an infinite being with infinite choices. Are you ready to create the life and living you truly desire? Listen for Inspired Choices Radio Show.
All right.
Hey everybody, This is Dr. Dane here, and I would like to invite you to an adventure in being. I've just written and finished a new book known as Being You, Changing the World. Are you one of those dreamers? One of those people who's always known that other possibilities should be available but haven't yet been able to see them be created? Well, I wrote this book for you. In it, you'll find tools, processes, and unique perspectives to change the things you've always wanted to change but didn't know how. In it, you'll find an invitation to a different possibility for a way that we can be in this world that changes not only our lives, but by being us, allows us to contribute to changing everything planet-wide that doesn't work. Are you aware that truly great people, truly being them, is the only thing that has ever created a great change on this planet? Are you willing to step up? Are you willing to be one? Check out a copy of my new book, Being You, Changing the World. I invite you to go to beingyoubook.com for a free gift.
This is Inspired Choices Radio Show with Possibilities Coach Christine McIver. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255, TALK, or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us. Our Skype name is A2Zen.fm. You can also make the choice to ask or comment by email by sending to Christine@inspiredchoices.ca. Now, back to the program.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We are talking about recognizing abilities in autism, and we're most especially highlighting on the bars and what the Access Consciousness healing modality called the bars is contributing to many people all around the world, and most especially tonight to Nicole Sadler and her son Matthew Sadler. And I'm really happy to have them here with us tonight. We've been having a great conversation, and one of the highlights of tonight's show has been Matthew showing us his ability with his perfect pitch and his ability to sing. And while he does have a guitar, this was a surprise. I didn't know I was going to ask it either, but Matthew agreed to sing earlier, and I was wondering, Matthew, do you think you would sing one more song for us before we close out tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
The stage is yours, my friend. Go ahead.
I thought that I'd been hurt before, but no one's ever left me quite this sore. Your words cut deeper than a knife. Now I need someone to breathe me back to life. What did you think?
I think I want you to continue. That's what I think. I can't wait for you to put your first album together.
Awesome.
And when you put your first album together, Matthew, you have a standing date with me on my radio show. Deal?
Yeah. Awesome deal.
That is fantastic. So Matthew, if your friends are having a bad day or they're a little stressed, or even your teachers, do you ever tell them about the bars?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Nope.
What do you think would happen if they knew about it?
Then they'd be happy to hear.
I wonder how much fun you could have telling just one of them how things have started to get easier for you.
Yeah.
Because, Matthew, you are a specially gifted person, and you have had different challenges in your life than other people, but there's a lot of students in schools that have lots of anxiety and fears, and they're picking up other people's crap, right?
Yeah.
And I know for young people that I've run the bars on that they've been amazed at what the change has been for them. So maybe that's something that not only you but everybody listening to the show can start to consider. Yeah. And you know what, people, if you've never had your bars run, or you've never even heard about the bars, you can go to accessconsciousness.com and you can find people bars practitioners and facilitators that run the bars all around the world. And just ask yourself, I wonder if it's possible that actually having my bars run like Matthew has, and Dr. Nancy Abram and Nicole and Christine, I wonder what might change for me or my family or the people that I care about.
Yeah. I want to tell you something about what happened in my high school before I was even in that high school.
Okay, cool.
Once when I was at an orientation, it was November 2014, I think, and then I met the music teacher, Mr. Tabone, and he showed me his room, and then my parents told him he had perfect pitch, and he was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool! Hey Matt, what note is this?" And then I got the right notes, and he was like, "Oh my God, I need this guy."
Well, I think, Matthew, you're going to be needed and wanted by lots of people all around the world. In fact, one of my producers, Keisha, just wrote in our chat room, she said, I can see Matthew's book, My Life as an X-Men, running access bars and being a rock star.
Awesome. I also want to tell you another thing about what happened in my high school.
Okay.
Once I was at my choir at the high school, Cardinal Newman, and Chad Pilon was coaching the choir, and the choir was at Bishop Ryan one day in the concert, and then after Cardinal Newman left, Mr. Timon was like, "Hey Matt, wait up, I want to tell the audience something." And Mr. Timon was like, "Watch this. What note is this, Matt? Ooh. What note is this, Matt? Ooh." And then he told everyone, "Matt's got a thing called perfect pitch," and then the audience clapped for me.
Well, Matthew, I'm the only one you can hear clapping. But I know the audiences are clapping all over. Good for you. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I feel so honored to have you all here, and to get to know you, Matthew, has been so much fun. And I know everybody in our chat room has been loving learning all about you, and most especially hearing you sing. And I'm so happy that Dr. Nancy Abram was able to share the bars with both you, Nicole, and you, Matthew, and how it's creating something greater. And if you would like to contribute to the Recognizing Abilities in Autism event, please go to drnancyabram.checkappointments.com or check out this replay link. We will have that link in there. You can support that event, and you can create something greater with people all around the world with autism. Next week, please feel free to join me. I'm going to have a wonderful guest, Juna Guder, on. We're going to be doing Tight and Loose with Your Business will be the topic. And we are going to have lots of fun shows coming up in the future. Please be sure to ask yourself some questions and see what you can create greater in the world for everyone. Have an amazing week. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for choosing to listen to Inspired Choices Radio Show. Christine McIver will return next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Time on A2Zen.fm. We hope you'll join us. Until then, have the best week of your life by making the choices that bring you all that you desire.